The shocking death of a star. The whole world wants to know what happened, and every minute counts.
Once again, to repeat, Selena Quintanilla has been shot in Corpus Christi.
Now, for the first time, go behind the crime scene tape. With computer-generated forensic graphics and true-to-life reenactments, follow the investigation as police race against time to solve the case. In this episode, Mexican-American music sensation Selena, shockingly gunned down while fleeing her assailant.
She called out, help me, I've been shot.
So I knew something was wrong because we see blood.
Learn how the doctors attempt to save her life.
When they cracked her chest open, there was no blood inside her chest. So that means it all came out.
Please, while the killer remains locked in a standoff with police for 9.5 hours.
She was cornered. She didn't know what to do. Many times I thought she would kill herself.
And follow the investigators as they uncover a motive for this brutal murder.
My theory is that Yolanda was obsessed with Selena, combined with anger because she was being terminated from work.
Next, on Famous Crime Scene, Selena.
The people of Texas have voted Selena Quintanilla.
She was the queen of the Mexican-American music style known as Tejano, 23-year-old Selena. By the spring of 1995, she had a legion of fans.
Thank you, San Antonio!
And was working on her first big crossover album.
No one can argue that Selena had incredible talent and charisma, and she was an incredible entertainer. She had just won a Grammy. She had this new album that was going to be fantastic. She was about to begin shining in full brilliance.
To all the fans, thank you for making this possible. We love you. Thank you. Gracias.
But on March 31st, 1995, at the Days Inn Motel in Corpus Christi, Texas, her life and promising career would abruptly end. At approximately 11:48 a.m., Selena Quintanilla-Pérez stumbles from room 158, suffering from a single gunshot wound. Bleeding profusely, she runs toward the motel office.
At the corner of my eye, I look towards the window and I see a lady running in distress. I knew something was wrong because we see blood. Blood coming from her. And I saw blood when she hit that window. It was on the window, on the door.
Selena makes her way into the motel lobby and collapses to the floor.
She called out, help me, I've been shot.
And my concern was not knowing what had happened or who was coming.
Oh my God.
There was a lot of confusion at that time. Someone recognized her and hollered out, that's Selena.
General Manager Barbara Schultz quickly calls 911.
911, what is your location? Days Inn Motel, it's 901 Navigation Boulevard. What's wrong, ma'am? We have a woman ran in the lobby, said she's been shot. She's laying on the floor and there's blood. Okay. You don't know anything else about who might have done it or anything like that? It's another lady, that's all I know. We're trying to find out.
I said, who shot you? She said, she's in 158. This is a lady who she's saying shot her. That's when Shauna is looking through the reg cards to see who's registered.
Room 158 is registered to a Yolanda Saldívar. Her name and vehicle information is passed along to the dispatcher. As motel staff wait for the ambulance, Selena's condition declines rapidly.
And I start talking to her, trying to comfort her because she just started fading away. As I talked, there was less and less movement from her, less moaning, less everything. She just started going away.
Paramedics are in the vicinity and reach the motel at 11:52 a.m.
From the time the call came in to the time we were on scene was 1 minute and 55 seconds. Pulled up and went right into the office area, and laying on the ground was a young lady. She was wearing a jogging suit. So when we took the jacket off of her, we could see exactly where the holes were in her. We immediately put a Vaseline gauze on there. That stops any bleeding. She was really in distress. She still had a very slow heartbeat.
As the paramedics rush Selena into the ambulance, just a quarter mile away, a Corpus Christi police officer responds to the call. Having covered the quarter mile to the motel in under a minute, The police officer encounters Yolanda, driving a red pickup truck attempting to exit the motel parking lot. Yolanda sees the police cruiser, stops, backs up, and parks opposite the motel lobby. Her truck is blocked in by the officer's vehicle. Once parked, Yolanda Saldívar takes a gun, puts it to her head, and refuses to get out of the truck.
They're coming on the stop!
Just then, more police arrive, including Corpus Christi detective Paul Rivera.
As I arrived at the hotel, I saw two police officers in uniform standing behind a red pickup truck. I could see the lady with a handgun to her right temple. I said, what happened? He said, yeah, Selena got shot. I said, Selena the singer? I said, yeah, she got shot and she's bleeding real bad. My whole thinking made me think, man, this is something serious.
Because the suspect is armed and unwilling to surrender, the local SWAT and crisis negotiation teams are called in. Meanwhile, the ambulance races the 5 miles to Memorial Hospital. The medics try desperately to stabilize a critically injured Selena.
We started trying to get IVs on her. I was trying on her left arm. Brian was still doing a little CPR, keeping what blood was left pumping through her brain and her heart. I told him, I can't get anything. She's flat. Her veins are flat because she bled out.
Due to a significant blood loss, Selena has little or no blood pressure. Without blood pressure, the veins collapse to a point where it is extremely difficult to find a vein large enough to insert an IV.
We had the driver call in the hospital and tell him we have a shooting victim. We're unable to get a line and we'll be there very shortly.
Back at the Days Inn, with the SWAT team and crisis negotiators on site, tensions mount.
When I arrived at the Days Inn, there was just chaos everywhere. There were policemen running around, investigators. The traffic had stopped up on the freeway. Navigation, it was shut down. Nobody seemed to know really what was going on and why.
At approximately 12 p.m., the ambulance arrives at Memorial Hospital.
Got her into the trauma room where the doctors were sitting there and the surgeons were standing by. And they came up and they cut her chest open and they stuck 2 big needles into her heart with blood bags and were squeezing on the blood.
While attempting to reestablish circulation, doctors find the single gunshot wound has severely damaged a major artery leading away from the heart, resulting in massive blood loss.
When they cracked her chest open, there was no blood inside of her. There was no blood inside her chest. So that means it all came out. It all came out.
A normal human body has roughly 10 pints of blood. Selena has lost so much of her blood supply because her heart, fueled by adrenaline, literally pumped it out of her chest through a severed artery. After approximately 50 minutes, doctors realize the damage is irreparable. Selena Quintanilla-Pérez is pronounced dead at 1:05 p.m. Coming up, the standoff reaches a critical phase.
She had already put the weapon down. She went back.
Plus, a possible motive is uncovered.
Selena told Yolanda, I'm not going to need you anymore. That's when Yolanda took out a gun.
Next, on Famous Crime Scene, Selena.